Okay, so in this video we'll be talking about the differences between first-person and third-person camera views and which one should you play more. Now, both of these have their ups and downs, and I would say that first-person camera is more fast-paced, chaotic, immersive, makes the game much faster, and you actually also have a slightly higher field of view to the sides of your screen, so you can kind of see more opponents coming at you. But in third person you will obviously have much better situational awareness and movement. You will be able to deal with multiple opponents easier. Cleaving is much easier. That means when you're doing light attacks or heavy attacks with a weapon and you're cleaving from one side to the other, which is, by the way, the only thing that you should be doing whenever you're outnumbered. Anything else will pretty much get you killed. All of this is much easier in third person camera. But again, in third person the game kind of slows down, and this is not necessarily a bad thing. It gives you more time to react. Reading your opponents is easier. And one of the things that I thought would be a big disadvantage in third person camera is the ability to block or precision block. But as you will see from the footage in the background, this is absolutely not the case. I haven't noticed any issues blocking and reading enemies in third person. I actually think it's easier to read what your enemies are doing in third person and block at the right time. And my issue was, I thought that it would be a problem to precision block at the right location on the screen, but it's not the case at all, so you can kind of block with no issues at all. So something that I thought would be a big advantage for first person camera is actually not an advantage at all. It might actually even be better in third person. So overall I would say that third person is much more useful than first person. But if you want to play a more immersive game, more chaotic, a little bit more fast-paced, something that looks better when you watch it on YouTube, then first person wins hands down. And most of the good players that I talk to seem to play in first person, myself included, and this is probably the reason why. Now, other than that, when it comes to third person, like I said, situational awareness is something that's much better in third person, especially when you're outnumbered and you're fighting more opponents. And I would say there's no reason for you not to play both of those. If you're on PC like I am, then you can simply rebind the camera button to something that's easily reached on your keyboard, and anytime you need to go into third person to deal with multiple opponents, or maybe you're like in a big chaotic battle and you want to have a quick look at what's going on around you, you can just switch to third person and then go back into first person, etc. Now I have it on left control button. That's normally used for crouching. But since I crouch with my left shift button, because I don't need that for sprinting, I'm always sprinting. There's no reason for you not to sprint at all times. In Chivalry you can attack from sprint as well. Certain attacks only work when you're sprinting. So if you can free up left control, you can put your camera swap button there and you can easily switch between the two modes. So that's about it for this quick video. Like I said, if I had to sum it up, I would say first person if you want to play a more immersive, fast-paced, something that looks better on your screen, that kind of simulates real life a little bit more. And third person if you want to slow down the game, read your opponents better, have better situational awareness, movement, dealing, cleaving with multiple opponents, things like that. So those are my tips and tricks, what I've found from playing both of these cameras. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I would be interested to hear what you personally find useful and why, so let me know in the comments below, and good luck on the battlefield.